looking forward to it.
How do you size up what that line could look like next year with some of the younger guys and what you've seen?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are doing great in practice, and I think I don't really know what the rotation is going to be like for next year or anything, but there's a lot of guys that can step up into the roles, and I think I think they're all pretty much ready to go.
Hey, when Dana got here, he said you guys were playing pretty darn good. First of all, how did it feel to hear the new offensive coordinator praise your unit like that, and simultaneously, what do you feel like you guys kind of found there in the last month of football?
Yeah, I know it's a good feeling to see a new coach come in and talk highly of us like that, and I think we're never satisfied with anything like that. I think we're always just working and getting better. We got guys outside right now doing drills on our so-called off day, so never satisfied. We're always trying to get better, working out, and throughout this last month, it's been a lot of just finding the little details and stuff, and just getting better.
Congrats on your master's. What's it in, and just how would you explain your 2 years here in Nebraska?
Yeah, thanks. I'm getting my MBA today, so yeah, that's huge for me. And these 2 years have been awesome. Coming into a place where everyone's so welcoming here, so it's been great to play over here, and it's a great group of guys, great coaches, everything. So it's been great.
What do you think the center position looks like after you're done at Nebraska? Like you look at the guys that have been working there behind you.
Yeah, you got Sam, you got Justin, who was a center before he got moved to guard. You got Machachok, he's working in that center. So, you got a lot of different options. I mean, I'm sure they'll have Maul working at center next year during fall camp and spring ball and stuff. So, you know, you can never really predict an O line starting five, but because different guys will go different spots because it's just how it is. So, I mean, whoever is there is going to do a great job, though, I think.
We don't talk to Justin much, but he's also kind of going back home, right? Like the Pinstripe Bowl out in New Jersey. How excited have you sensed that he is to go back?
Yeah, I think it's all going to be funny, especially for him, because we're all going to be fish out of water over there, except for him. So we're kind of hoping that he can kind of show us the ways around there. I'm kind of scared to get lost on the subway or something. So hopefully he can help us out with that. And I think he's excited. He'll have a lot of family and friends out there supporting. So I think he's excited.
What's on your bucket list in New York City as far as what you want to do?
I'm really not sure. I know they got some good pizza out there. Go see the Rockefeller tree, I think is what they call it. So, I'm sure it'll be a crazy experience, something that we've never been able to see. So, I think it'll be fun.
Are you guys going to the NBA game too? Is that right?
Yeah, I believe we're going on Christmas Day to the NBA game. So, I think that'll be awesome. That'll be my first ever NBA game. Not a whole lot of professional sports teams in Hawaii, so.
I know a lot of the seniors worked really hard to get to a bowl, so it's not surprising everyone wants to play in it. But is it still impressive to you that it seems like most of the team's going to be involved in that game, not a lot of opt-outs or anything like that?
Yeah, I think that's great. Usually you see like a bunch of the seniors opting out and stuff like that. So I think it really shows our culture that we have in our team that we don't want to sit out for a game and kind of like leave our team hanging like that. I think it kind of shows how our team is. We're so tight knit, and we just want to leave our last game out there.
How important is it to you, this group of seniors, to keep being a bowl?
I think it's really important. I think especially for the guys that've been there longer than me. They've been waiting so long, and I think it's only right for all the seniors to be there and kind of go out with our last bang. And I think we've been waiting for this. This was like the goal to go to bowl games and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, guys.
Congrats.
Buford will be over here from the defense, still just finishing up a couple things, so. Questions for Corey?
Corey, a couple guys have mentioned how this is the last game of this season and the first game of this year. So, just what could a good performance in the bowl game do, just moving forward, kind of set the groundwork for next season?
Getting off to a good start. Like Coach saying, this our first game of next season. Working with the guys that's going to be here next year. I feel we win this game, it'll be a good stepping stone to going into next season. Trying to build off of last season, probably make the playoffs next year, and just continue to grow from this bowl game.
What's it mean to you to have Phil Simpson back in the building?
I be trolling him, man, about leaving. When I first got here, I still couldn't believe he had left, but he been telling me how much how he felt about that, and how much it mean for him to be back, and I'm happy he's back.
One of your other close friends will join the team next year, Cortez Mills. I mean, what is your relationship like with Cortez, and how exciting will it be to add him to your room next year?
It's going to be fun to watch. Me and Cortez, we're pretty close, being that he lived like a couple houses down from me in my community back at home, so we always hang out. And so when we out here making plays together, it's going to be fun. And just to have him out there. What'd you say?
How similar are your games, your and Cortez's games?
I don't really know. I let the media do that comparison, but we both great players, and I'm gonna be excited to play with them. It's gonna be fun.
What's it been like to learn from Coach Short so far? What's he worked with you on?
It's been. I've been happy to work with him. I feel like it was a nice, nice hire, I guess. I've been in his office just watching him train his Kentucky receivers and watching the game of Tank Dell. He coached guys like Tank Dell, so just trying to learn from them, being in his office, just watching them, how they practice, and trying to follow their steps in a way. Yeah, it's been good working with him, though.
Dana Holgerson actually mentioned Tank Dell and you, and
Yeah.
some traits were similar. Did you follow Tank before that, or has it sort of been a guy you've watched more since those coaches came on?
Yeah, I watch Tank. I watch a lot of receivers, and I'd probably say Tank one of those top guys. Yeah, just based off his swag, just how he play the game of football. He just excited to play. He play with swagger, and he do what he do every Saturday. So that got to be somebody I watch.
What do you think's that crew from Miami that came in together last year? You guys took a picture, I think, with Phil Simpson even the other day. Like, what do you think has allowed you guys to have the success you guys did your first year on campus?
Just us knowing where we come from. Just wanted to come up here, and we tell ourselves, man, we got to stick together. We trying to turn this program around, and as long as we have that mindset, like people, new freshmen that come in, they gonna look up to us, and as we continue to put that mindset on them, when we get a lot of players like us in the building, that's all we need to turn this program around, get it back to where it need to be. So that's pretty much the biggest thing we focused on. And yeah, we just continue to come to practice and grind together. We trying to stick together and do what we do.
What is it about Miami guys, physically, mentality-wise, that sets you guys apart?
I don't know, football is just different in Miami. We just take it a little more serious. It's like everything to us from down there, like everything different in games. It just mean more to us, I'll say.
What's changed about the offense with Holgerson running it now?
I'll probably say just for me, throwing it a lot. I want that ball in the air, so I like it. So I be telling Dylan, hey, we good. We finna put up some numbers and just see what the future holds for us. I'm excited though that Dana calling plays.
Did he simplify it a bit for you? Because I think he mentioned like you're moving around a lot.
Yeah.
You settle in at more of one spot then.
Yeah, he pretty much just settled and he knows how to, call plays, how to get players. The players gonna make the plays. That's what he always tell me. And I just gotta make the play. Just if he called, am I gonna answer? And I just be like, yes. So that's all it really is. Him knowing that he can trust his player to make a play when he need to.
With Dylan, just how do you think your connection has grown over the course of the season, and how excited are you to reprise that again here in the bowl game?
It's always fun getting to play with a quarterback of that caliber. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never had a quarterback like of that caliber, so for me, it's just like I'm just blessed to even have a quarterback that can do what he do, and not many quarterbacks can do what he do. So it's just fun playing with him, hanging out with him, and just continue to add a brother that I have for life, and yeah, just knowing what we do together.
And for you, how fun has this freshman year been? I mean, you're from Miami. You played in the LA Coliseum. Now you're going to play in Yankee Stadium. It's got to be a year you'll never forget, I imagine.
Yeah, it's a big year for me. I'm excited to where I've got. I'm most excited about where I'm going to be next year. Taking this off season real serious, trying to elevate my game, have a big jump, like Coach be telling me. And yeah, I just want to get better. I feel like I could have done more. So that's what I want to focus on going into next season, doing even more.
Anything specifically that you look at and say, like, this is what I need to really improve on going into year 2?
I'll probably say just being more serious about gaining weight. I'll probably say one. As I get that, more strength to come with it, more power, velocity, and all that's going to come itself. So, yeah, that's probably one thing I'd be focused on.
Anything you're really looking forward to about being in the city for Christmas?
I don't know, just the people. I see like how the people are. I just want to know like how it is. As like a New Yorker, how they energy is. I know they be talking about baths and all that stuff, and I just be finding it funny. So it'd be cool to be around and to go visit Central Park and all that stuff. It'll be a good experience. I've been there one time before when I was younger, but I don't really remember. I just know that Times Square was like very lit up and like different from Miami in a sort. And I enjoyed it, but I don't really remember what it was like. So it'll be good to go back and, refresh what I saw before.
Like you're going to be kind of a leader of this position group next year. I mean, Isaiah and Jamal are moving on. You're kind of one of the more experienced guys all of a sudden in that room.
Yeah, I'm more of a I set the example, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go out there and I'm going to work. So they know I'm going to work every day. So as long as we hold each other to that standard of we working and getting the mindset of if somebody's slacking, just letting them know that they slacking. So as long as we get that in our receiver room and continue to build on that, we're going to be unstoppable with all the talent we're going to have and all the guys, it's going to be crazy.
All good. All right. Thank you.
Thank y'all for having me.
It's really it's a weird way to go through life. Oh, sorry.
Questions?
Marquise, just what's it mean to have one more game with this team and know you're going to be heading out to New York City for that bowl game?
It's really exciting knowing that, we worked so hard this off season and had our ups and downs throughout this year. Knowing that we get one more chance to, let these seniors go out the way that they want to go out, and, Christmas in New York for a week isn't bad for anyone, I would say. So just really happy. I would say more happy that I get to do it with this group of guys and group of coaches that we get to do it with. So just really excited.
What are you looking forward to about that week in New York? I mean, maybe like outside of football, if you did anything fun.
I'll probably say just seeing the city in this time frame. I've been to New York once, but it wasn't this. I don't think it would be the same as being there for like New York. I mean, for being there on Christmas. Honestly, I'm just ready to go sightseeing and see as much stuff as I can see. Really, just take in the whole experiences as a whole, and be focused on the game and everything like that. But just try to enjoy myself and make the best of it.
Since we talked to you last, John Butler is named the defensive coordinator. Obviously, you are very familiar with him leading your group. What do you say about him and him, in that position going forward?
I'm ecstatic for him. Being able to play under him for this whole season, having him come in just a month before we start our season. He's been a great coach, and a great role model for us. Everything he tries to instill in us as like players, I think it's going to be great that it's more broad now. Like the whole defense is going to just, I feel like, come together under him in a great way. He's a great coach. I've said that a lot, and I'm excited to see how we play under him.
What about Addison Williams? Have you had a chance to talk to him in your second?
Yes, we've spoken very briefly. I was actually about to head up and go speak to him now, but seems like a great guy. I've heard nothing but great things about him. I always try to make sure to do my homework on people before I talk to them a whole lot. So just me looking at his background and stalking him on Instagram and stuff like that. He seems like a great guy, and I'm excited to just get to know him and get to work with him.
Coach Rule's bringing last year's seniors out to the bowl game too. Is there anyone you're looking forward to catching up with, maybe from last year's group?
I didn't know that was happening. Wow, I didn't know that. But I mean, a lot of those guys I still talk to for the most part on a day-to-day basis. I probably have to say if Omar Brown or Quinn Newsome are there, that'll probably be a fun time seeing those guys, getting to mess with them a little bit. So I'm glad you told me that. I got to check in with them and see if they're coming.
Do you feel like that group? I mean, Coach Rule said it. He felt like that group helped this year's group do what they did. How have you maybe seen their impact on this year's team?
Just, us taking their leadership that they were already, they already had it, and just trying to keep the ball rolling. We're not trying to take any setbacks. We're trying to take what last year's seniors gave us and, make it to something better. And the same thing for next year, always trying to get better off what people in the past have done before us.
How does Boston College stress you? As a safety, both. Well, you're playing corner now, but how do they stress you with their run game that then turns into the pass game?
They're a very physical team on film. A lot of stuff that, we need to be aware about and just really make sure that we're preparing up to the day of the game for. And, I'm excited. It should be a good challenge for us as a team, a good challenge for us as a defense, and, I think it should be a great game.
Has this been good for your body the last few weeks? Have you been able to get back a little bit?
Definitely has. The coaches, they know what week 13 of a season looks like, so they've been I feel like they've been trying their hardest to make sure that everyone gets back to as close as you possibly can to 100%. Realistically, nobody's ever going to be 100% playing this game, but just being able to get your legs back under you, get all the little nicks and all that little stuff handled, thrown out the window. So by next week, Saturday, we can play to our best of our ability.
How have you seen the young guys in the secondary kind of benefit from the bowl practices, and how are they kind of coming along?
Those guys are getting drastically better every day. They've been doing a great job of taking in all the coaching. They've been doing a great job of also applying the coaching and teaching to like in the field activities, like when we're doing live team reps and stuff like that. So sky's the limit for those guys. Honestly, they have all the ability in the world, and once those guys start to put it together seriously, they're going to be a tough group of dudes to handle.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Marquise.
Future coach.
Questions for John?
John, what are you looking forward to be on your first bowl trip here?
Yeah, I'm just I'm looking to have fun with the guys. Obviously, bringing home a win is the most important thing to me. But yeah, I think it'll be a fun time there. Spending time with my teammates for the last time. So just taking it all in and enjoying the moment.
How much of this month too you wanted to instruct younger guys too, and it kind of paved the way for them next year as well?
Yeah, I mean, this past ever since after the Iowa game, we've been practicing a lot and having a lot of developmental practices. So it's been pretty easy for me to just sit back and like kind of see everyone play and kind of coach from there, and help them get better and improve on what they need to improve on for next year. So we're already a step ahead of everybody. So yeah, I think everybody's been looking good though. It's been pretty nice just to sit back and kind of coach some of the guys and get them better for next year.
How does a John Butler defense maybe look different from what you guys have done the first 12 games of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's much different. It's kind of the same scheme. He likes to blitz a lot, which is fun. Some different terminology maybe. Just the words he uses sometimes, but I think overall it's pretty similar defense, and I think you'll see that in the bowl game. It's pretty similar. There's not much change into it.
Just with some of the guys that have left, how much does that maybe change the rotation and what it might look like with the front seven?
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably see a lot of guys that haven't played a snap on defense all year probably getting in the game. That's just how it goes. We had some guys leave, like Jamari, Makai, Steph. It's just how it goes now. So they're preparing the right way now and stepping into that role to play some snaps in the bowl game and hopefully be productive for us.
Who's a linebacker that could really benefit and get more reps in this game?
Well, we got a few. I mean, obviously, we have Gage Stanger, Jacob Bauer, Dylan Rogers is getting some reps, Vincent Genatone. I mean, coach is kind of rotating some of the guys in, kind of get them a feel of who he wants to put out there and who he's comfortable with putting out there and who he trusts. So I couldn't tell you exactly who's going to be in there, but you'll probably see at least one of those guys in.
How does Boston College run game stress you? Because they can throw it too, but they like to run the ball a lot.
Yeah, I think they're kind of similar to Iowa. It's just the way they build their runs. They do it very obviously. Bill O'Brien, NFL coach, he's very good scheming up runs. Just the way he pulls different linemen or the way he builds it, he'll get you with motion and eye candy coming across formation, then a pull the other way. So I think just having our eyes right and knowing what to expect based on different formations and motions will be the key thing for this game. I think is just fitting the right way and knowing what they're trying to do to you.
You can have a chance to catch up at all with Nick and Luke, do you think, from last year? They're going to
Yeah, they'll be at the bowl game, so that'll be a cool experience. I've talked to them a few times over this year, so looking forward to seeing them again. It'll be cool.
Coach said you guys are going to practice at Central Park on Christmas morning. What will that experience be like, having a practice in Central Park?
Yeah, I've personally never been to New York, so I don't know what it'll be like. But obviously, on Christmas Day, Central Park, at football, it doesn't get much better than that. So I'm looking forward to it.
You got a lot of New York guys on this team. Have you picked their brain on the city and what to do?
A little bit. I mean, I know some of the guys have been talking to like Rabir and Cam and kind of ask them what to do there, like in your free time, because we get some free time. So, but yeah, they're insightful. They give good advice of what to do and where to go. So, yeah.
Any more questions?
Thanks, John.
Cool. Thanks, guys.